My heart is starting to move a little bit because I already feel that this is gonna be pretty expensive over here. Heads up, guys! Today is the day. Somebody's gonna be a lucky winner. It's a risk. I don't know this market well enough. So he says I will get $14,000 out of these. It is pretty crazy. The clip that you are about to watch is me negotiating over belt buckles that supposedly are worth a lot of money. And I mean really a lot of money. So let's get into this video. Again, so I could start with those and show them. And
okay.
Sorry,
Peter.
I'm back.
Want your opinion on this stuff?
Okay.
Because my mind was a little bit blown on these.
Okay, hopefully mine will be too. Nice collection of all these belt buckles. How did you acquire them?
I am a collector,
okay.
And my whole basement is decked out in KISS items.
Okay.
And over, some of them came from buying from auctions, a lot of them trading up for other items that I have back and forth. Some of them I got from, like, these I got from the actual shows when I went, because they
are these solid silver?
This is silver and gold.
Okay.
But it's not solid, but the information is all in. It's in there, and it gives you how much it talks about it.
Kind of unique, though. I mean, Gene Simmons, what a genius behind all this stuff. It's like I think they made more money on all these tchotchkes that they put out throughout the year than they made making records.
So initially, I sent you a message saying, "Hey, I want your opinion on these," because I saw a huge spread. But that's because the way I did, I just had generic search, and I searched coin set, and I found these and these together, and these were like, what did I say, like 3 something, and then the other one was like right around 7 or something. And I'm like, why is there such a huge range? But I didn't realize I was looking at 2 different sets there.
Okay.
So there's, as you know, $255 for the brass or whatever those ones are made of.
Okay.
And then the other set was this one, so I was seeing that huge range.
Wow, $750.
That's for that set, the gold and silver.
That is kind of surprising. But then again, like I said, some of the stuff that they decide to make was very limited. They did only so much, and the following is crazy.
And he was telling me these ones are only available at their shows, I guess.
Yeah.
The drumsticks?
No, the sets.
These
the sets.
There's a silver one also, which
Okay.
I had sold that a while ago for the silver set.
That's the KISS 40 years edition by Zildjian. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's
But
cool.
I mean, by looking at these, I mean, would you think those are more than like $30 or something like?
Because I know what some of the KISS stuff can bring, I won't be surprised on this stuff. Yeah, but normally if you would walk into some kind of gift shop somewhere, that would, $19.99. You know what I mean?
And that's where I go. I go antique store, any place. If I see something, I'm like, I start to shake. I'm like, oh.
Do they all have dates on them on the back? Yeah, 1977.
All the Pacifica ones do.
Because to me, I just go, oh, it's just a a sticker on it.
So these are all Pacifica ones. These are Mexico belt buckles.
Excuse you, baby. She's has to
Excuse
be in
me,
the
honey.
shot. That's funny. Okay.
So these are Mexico. But these are. I had another one that I sold that had all 4 of their faces on it, which went for like $900. They're very, very scarce to find these. These are the old ones from Mexico.
Okay.
These are from the 70s as well. I never could find the other 2 to go with them, and I'm just like, I'm going to stop trying on them because I just...
So you got the Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley.
Yep.
Okay. But then you got 4 faces here.
Yeah, so these are Pacifica also.
Okay.
These are 1977. So that's the 4 from the 4 solo albums that they had.
Okay. And these represent what? Like they have these same kind of style decal on them.
Yeah, so this is called a zipper style, is what
Okay.
they call them.
Oh, okay.
When you try to look them up, or this is a spiral when you try to look these up, and then this is just the wing bat. If you try to look this up as well, they have a gold and a silver of this. They have several different colors of these. This is the rarest one to find.
All right.
And the same with these two here.
Okay, and this is just.
Oh,
just,
no.
Is something special about that one?
They only sold this with the double platinum. I think you still have
Yeah.
the same.
Well, I get that all the time.
So it's
yeah,
in the
that-
merch form when you go to order. So you can only order that from that merch
Ah.
form back in 1978.
Interesting. I
So
did
that's,
not know that.
That's the one.
Okay.
And they have them in brass also.
What about this one?
That one is the rarest out of all of them. This is their very first one, 1976.
Really?
So there's only a handful of them that are out there, about 5 of them. And I have one guy.
My heart is starting to move a little bit because I already feel that this is going to be pretty expensive over here. Okay.
Well, I was going to show you the two that I found so far.
I already gone in and went. I just slashed half of. I know how much they are, and I know what half. And so I did. So like, if I'm looking for something specifically, I would go half of what this is worth. I
Okay.
did that with all when I was figuring out my pricing for everything.
Okay.
Because I already know how.
Give me
it
some
works.
rough idea here what I'm looking at, so
Well,
I don't.
for example, this two-tone kiss here,
Uh-huh.
that's the first and only one I found so far. $5.99.
This one.
Yes.
Yeah. This one is the bet one here.
Yep.
You see that one?
And I don't know what they accepted. It's
Yeah,
like
they, it
$300
was
best
$300 and they took an offer on it. This
But it-
one we don't have.
But at that point, I decided to get you involved. Because
Okay,
it's,
so-
you know,
And what else you have to do is you have to also look at the backs and
See
make
who
sure
made it and the date, right?
the date and to see if they have a stamp on them. Some of them have a stamp of Pegasus, which I have one here that has it. So this is a purple. This is a very special.
Oh, this.
Yeah. And that is what they came out with after, when they first did the first run of these, when they sold all of them, they only did another limited production of more of them, and then they stamped them, and that was it. And then they were done making them.
Okay.
In my opinion, that's the most rare and most sought after out of all of them.
So what does that go for?
So
It's about 800.
It's called the La Paz.
But you'll never find it anywhere because there's the only other guy that I know that has one that I confirm with is John 5 from Motley Crue. He's in Motley Crue currently now, touring with them. He's the guitar player.
So for example, if I'm seeing something like this,
Yes.
how do I know? Like it says 1977 Pacifica Kiss collectible prism belt buckle. Went on auction for $37, and when I'm looking at something like this, I'm going, oh my gosh, this is so close.
There's
Why?
there's multiple versions. This is a standard one that you can just get anywhere. It's got the silver inside. It's about the basic, cheapest one that you can find when it comes to those. There's like that guy.
So
Go ahead.
I want to look at like
Sure.
like compare like this one,
Sure.
Yeah.
and it
That's
shows
my one that I-
you know
So that
same kind of
says-
stamp Pacifica 19. They took the shot upside down, but 1979.
I know it's not a Rolex,
LA,
but it's-
California, and then there's some kind of number.
Watch, so-
Yeah.
Number.
So that was a much
90245.
later version of that, where this is like one of the first ones they came out with. It's the second version they came, but it's in 1977.
It's got the same number on it too, 90245.
They use the same when it comes to like the specific type, but when they change up, because there's so many different versions. I've got another 12 versions of this kind, of different colors, but that's got like the prism, so that's called a prism inside of there. A prism color.
The only difference is what kind of decal they used on it, right? So what this one would bring versus like this one. Like this is only $37. What do you value this at?
This, well, what you do is you look up the purple one, and this one's actually worth 800
Oh, I worn it a handful of times, so it should be.
because it's purple. They only made a very short run of the purple inside of here.
So
with
you
this yellow.
specifically have to know kind of what colors are in demand.
And you have
or-
to know the names of them as you list them. And they're out there, so if you kind of look, you can see kind of the purple in
I
there,
see the
but-
purple in there, yeah, for sure. I see the purple.
So it's important as you list them to list them the right way. It's Pacifica. You look at the date on there. This almost looks like it's got
So that's what worries me. Like, why is this so cheap comparing to this?
Because it's not so much the back of it; it's the front of it. They made so many of these. This is a generic, boom, just a generic standard one. These are not the generic standard ones. Small runs only that they made of those. Same with this, small runs. This one, this one, this one, this one, small runs. This
so
one.
Even if this one has very similar the diamond pattern on it when it says Kiss,
Right.
But what makes this special? The
All
background?
Yep, the background and the colors all with it. Yes, absolutely. And that's where you'll see the difference in pricing.
Okay.
But you won't find this one anywhere. You won't find these guys listed. You won't find these listed. These are rare as well. These sometimes come up. I think there might be one or two that might be out there right now.
So like this, is this the same belt buckle? It says 4051 on the back.
Yes.
This one says 4051 on the back.
Absolutely does, but that's a brass one.
I know just from.
It looks stainless steel to me or whatever it is. I mean, they're calling it brass, you know?
Yeah.
So this one is stainless steel or what is it? I mean...
It is a plated, it's just a plated steel belt buckle.
Depends on.
Okay.
Chrome plated.
So what do you value this versus this? Like this one, it says brass, same number on the back there.
And
Sold
the thing
for
is,
105 bucks.
if you turn it in different directions, you can get it to look,
Some stuff like that.
not this specific one, but the brass ones. Because I've got 5 other brass ones.
Mm-hmm.
If you turn it a certain way, it looks like a completely different color. When they say brass, it's the actual brass ones.
Gotcha.
And they can polish them up and do other stuff with them, but sometimes they kind of tarnish. These are the actual, like, that's the one that they sold from the album.
So like two different brass ones here, right? And one looks like brass, but this one
Right, and
doesn't
it's-
look like brass,
right.
but it
Well,
says
go
that
and
it's
see if
brass.
you can see see if you can see something behind it. Maybe there's a picture behind it.
So that one they were asking 300, they took an offer, and this one is exactly the one, right?
Yeah.
And that one sold for like 600 bucks. So is that correct? That's what you kind of valued this one at, or?
I did go and look off of numbers and was using that as well, but some of them that I know that I had to pay up more because you can't find them anywhere. I stuck with the prices that I had paid for it, and then I went half of what that was.
Okay, understandably so.
Okay.
I get
What do you
you.
need to get out of this?
I know you
collection?
gotta make your money too.
Appreciate it. Anyway,
Everything that you
Yeah,
see
everything.
here.
I mean, it's cool. It's the whole shebang. I would like to get into the whole thing, and then obviously we need to kind of sit down and do little notes on every one of them so I know what I'm doing. But what are you thinking? I mean,
I valued everything at about, when it come down to the price, about $14,000 is what it's worth. So I was looking at half of that.
so $7 grand. Boy, oh boy, this is not a cheapie over here, but it intrigues me a lot because I'm kind of blown away. Like you said, you're gonna be blown away. I am blown away.
I mean, did you find any other ones besides the ones I found?
No, I'm kind of went through them, but and it's a little hard for me because I found something similar, right? And I'm pointing out to him, and it's like only $37 or $40 that it sold, and a very similar one is $300. You know, and you
Yeah.
go,
Yeah.
what am I getting myself into here? Boy, oh boy.
I did find that one.
Well, you would find it in gold, not silver.
No, I found silver.
You found this in silver?
That's silver, right?
Sold for $450. Yeah. 1978.
Can you
yeah,
look at
let's
other
see.
photos of it? Look at, you see all this? That is wear like you wouldn't believe. This is mint.
Well, I'm just saying I
Yeah.
found the belt buckle in general.
What's that say? 1978?
78, yep.
Yeah, mine's 78 is also. Hey, it's the same one, definitely. Yeah.
Perfect.
I mean, the front
Thank
looks
you.
good though.
Yeah.
The backside, I
Alright,
would
thank
agree,
you. We'll
does
look
have some
around
wear
for a little
there.
bit.
yes, of course.
What's going on in there?
Over here.
Oh, yeah.
I can't tell if that's reflection or
Yeah, I
not.
can't tell either. That's the bad thing sometimes is you.
So here's my little dilemma, okay? with
Okay, sure.
this. Because if you're saying that this is probably right around, and few of them, don't get me wrong, I get it, like it's super scarce and might go for some big money. But let's say, on average, if they gonna bring, or if I, let's say, pay you
Like
300 bucks or something on average for one here. And even on these, maybe
Yes, we absolutely do.
a 500 bucks a pop. I'm not even coming close to the number that you, then I don't see me making money on this. Like, look, I put that we got 17 of them. If 17 times 300, that's only 5 grand. And even if I give you, let's say, 500 a piece on these, I'm at 6,000. I don't see me making money here. I'm not.
Well, it's because they're not 300. They're typically over that. They're worth more than 300. Like these are only worth $200 each. These
Right.
4 together here.
Okay.
These are 200 each. This goes for like $800, so I went 400 on that. Because you can't even get them for anything much cheaper than that. Not one that is in condition, of course, is always important. Like this one and this one.
Yeah.
There's nothing. There's no flaws.
I
there's
get it. So in
nothing.
condition. So for example, if this one, let's say we found for 450, maybe it wasn't the best. Let's say I'll get for this one maybe 600 bucks. So half would be $300, which I'm fine. But then again, you're telling me that these, you only valued them at 200 bucks.
Yes.
So now averages changes, and now maybe this will go for 1,000, right?
If you did a bidding war on that thing, possibly, yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, then I can give you maybe like 400 bucks for that one, just to be on a safe side. So I'm taking a little bit away from these, adding to this. But on average, I'm thinking like maybe this is, I don't know, man. I don't think I see it.
I think there's one I wasn't sure honestly if it's the same one or not. Is the
You know what also scares me? And
That's the prices. Oops, that's the prices that I have. So like the zipper ones these here are for 500 each, but I know they can get a lot more for them because condition again. It goes by condition, and I was out of all these except this is a little bit rougher because it's been around longer and harder to find. But everything else is like pretty much scratch free and. These are rare. These are more rare, and so you can get more for these. And because of the condition, you're always looking for just how well they look, everything all around.
so when you say like this one is more rare, right?
It's because of the spiral.
Spiral.
And that specific color there for it.
So what do you value this one? What do you have this one on your sheet? Like purple kiss spiral, $400.
Yeah.
Is that what you're thinking I'll get for it, or that's what you're
No,
asking?
that's what I'm
you're
asking. You can get 800 for it. Not saying everyone's going to go, oh, I want it, and they're just going to jump on it right away. I'm not saying that at all. But I did go half of what
No.
I like this
But
one.
it's a little bit speculation on your side too, because some of them are not out there. It's hard to see what they could possibly bring. And I understand part that you have some money in it too, that, okay, I would like to get my money back, or I'd like to double my money, or whatever I have in it. I get that.
Which I'm not going to do. I know I can't.
It's just really on half of this stuff, it's kind of me taking your word that this
Okay.
is what it's going to go for. You know what I mean? And that scares me.
Okay.
That does scare me.
is this
and I
one
know-
considered double platinum because of the color or no?
This is from the Double Platinum album.
Okay. Because
That's
like
the
this
only
one,
place
I
you can
couldn't
find
tell
it.
if it is
Yeah.
silver. If that's that bronze.
It'll say
again,
there it is
well,
right there.
says
So
chrome,
that's it right there.
But this one's rougher than yours. I know
Yeah.
that. But
yeah. And of course, condition is a big difference, a big deal when it comes to.
I think as much as I like this and it got get my juices going, this is exciting. I never seen anything like this. I think we might be too far apart for me to take a risk on this. I truly am. And
What are you thinking that you would
Oh,
pay
boy.
if you had to?
maybe about half what you asking, like 3,500 bucks.
Oh.
Because I'm taking all the risk. What if some of them don't pay out what you're saying? You know, like.
The only reason I say that it like when it comes to the diehard collectors of Kiss memorabilia stuff, there's people that are always looking for the better pristine items and stuff that you can't find as much, and you can't find some of them because someone scoops them up instantly as soon as you put them. And I'm not just saying that. I've been collecting, and that's all I collect is just Kiss stuff. That's all I have. My whole basement is just all Kiss. And I mean, the most I could do with, I mean, even with the coins and everything, because These are like 800 just for these, so I was going like 400 on that. I was doing like 250 on this, and I mean sticks are not really much of anything, but it's really where the belt buckles are at. Like these are like $500 and $600 each. I bought these each for like $575 each. You think the best you can do is 3? I'll tell
No,
you.
35. 35, that's what I said. Half, you said 7,000, I'm basically at half. What are you thinking? I mean, this is a lot of money for...
It's a lot of, yes.
It's
Like my bottom dollar for everything would probably be 5, honestly. It really is there. It's even more than that. Yeah, I realize you're taking all the... I absolutely understand that 100%.
And that's the thing. Some of them, personally, I don't know enough that I can say in my head, yes, I know what he's talking about. Even though that it's not a market, I've seen these before. This is going to bring $600-$700. You know what I mean? But I can't say that. I'm going into this blind. I'm taking your word, and some examples that I'm seeing there, it's like, I would like to make a deal with you, but I just don't see it of me making money here. I think I'm gonna have to walk away from this. I'm sorry. I don't see myself spending $5,000 on this. Even at $3,500, it's a risk. It's a risk. I don't know this market well enough. I know you said you need money. You want to do consignment? But it's going to take some time because I'm going to put these out and we can split if you want. But remember, 99% of this stuff, it's not going to sell in the shop here. I got to put bigger eyeballs, so obviously eBay is the place to do that. Then we got the fees and, you know, things like that. So I don't know if that would be an option maybe. But if I do consignment, then I basically do kind of 50-50 thing. You know what I mean? And I'm also taking a risk because somebody might say 20 days from now, I would like to return, this one doesn't look good. That's always a risk. But this is gonna take time then. So if you need like money now, then we have a problem. Then obviously consignment is kind of out of the question, but really 35 is the most I want to put out there. And even at that, I'm thinking if I'm doing the right thing.
Like I said, I would work with you and give you all the information you need as you write it up, so you are very specific on what they are, so that they know. Because there's like the names and knowing that this is what they call a zipper buckle, you know, and it's knowing what they are and given the year, and like this has the Pegasus on there as well, which is the harder to find one.
But even if on a good day, listen, on a good day, let's say, listen. There's, let's say, 17 of these buckles here, and if I sell them on average, I'm gonna shoot, I don't know, $450 times 450. That's only $7,600.
Yeah, you don't want to sell them that low. You want to shoot higher.
Because you can always ask whatever you want, right? But am I gonna get it? So, yeah, I'm gonna be at 35. Otherwise, I'm kind of walking away from this. So you got to make a decision. You don't have to make it right now. If you want to think about it, think about it. My offer stands, and just I don't want to go any higher. I don't.
4.
No. And now I'm kind of second guessing myself too that I put out that number out there, 35. But
I understand on your point why you're saying that. I do. So I get it.
You know, because when you tell me, okay, this is, you know, $400 or $500, and then I'm seeing one that sold for $250, it's also kind of questionable, you know. So it all depends probably how many are out there at any given time on the market, you know. So if there's only one, yeah, I'll probably get more. If there's few, automatically price goes down. I mean, these are very cool coins, it's cool stuff. I love it. It's got to make sense. And you know me, you know my spiel, it's a business.
I absolutely.
I got to make money.
Yeah.
So
you're going to just put all this on eBay, you think?
I think I have to. If I put them here, I'll be selling them for 5 years. Because I don't get that kind of clientele that wants to dish out that kind of money. You know what I mean? Yes, here and there I'll sell one, but it's going to take me forever. So It's your call. I don't want to go higher, so.
I understand.
All right, let's do it. 35.
All right, Pete, I appreciate it.
We'll write it up and
If I
calculate
wasn't
every
in
one of
need
them.
of-
You know, little notes at least, so I know what I'm listing.
No,
you
I
know,
have all
so-
day. I can write whatever you need and specifically.
Very cool. There's nothing better than having info from an expert that's been doing this for many years. All right.
Now,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 2,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. 3,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 35. And a big $5 bill.
Oh, for that,
photo.
my daughter, she'll love
But no,
that.
just so you know where
All right.
I'm at.
Yep.
with it.
Appreciate
No problem. Yeah, thank you very much. And again, I
Thank you.
certainly enjoy watching you guys, and it keeps me entertained every night. I don't have cable at my house or anything. I just watch you guys. So.
What do you need to get out of it?
I appreciate that. All right, guys, it's time to give away Kevin from Home Alone. So, Macaulay Culkin apparently signed this photo. It's pretty cool. I think it's legit. I compared to a lot of different signatures, and I think this one is real. So, I have Macaulay Culkin plugged in already in my filter here, and we're gonna do the drawing. So first, let's see how many comments. And they're loading up. They're going 200, 300, 400, 5, 6, 7, 7. Oh, well, with Macaulay Culkin, out of all the comments, 552 of them are his name. Let's pick a winner. And the winner is, wow, E231986. E231986. That's a weird name for a YouTube channel. But if that's you, please send me an email, which is down below in the description. I'll reach out. We exchange some information. And Kevin is heading your way. Guys, so thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. And I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.